Welcome back. You know, every time you book a flight or reserve a hotel room, there's a good chance the price you see is being shaped by one single powerful company that most of us have never even heard of. It's like this hidden engine humming away behind the scenes of global travel. So today, we're going to pull back that curtain and see what's really going on. So let me ask you something. Just imagine a single tech company acting as the pricing brain for basically all the world's biggest airlines and hotels. Who do you think that would be? Just keep a name in mind. We're got to see if you're right. All right, to figure this out, I'm going to treat this like a little mystery. I'll give you 3 clues, and you can see if you can piece together the identity of this company. Ready? Okay, clue number 1 is all about sheer scale. I mean, get this. Our mystery company works with 26 of the top 30 hotel chains in the world. And if that's not enough, they've also got 3 out of the top 4 airlines as clients. That's not just being a player in the market, that's practically dominating it. Now for clue number 2. Having a ton of clients is one thing, but earning the deep trust of the absolute best in the business, that's a whole other level. And our mystery company is a key partner to one of the most respected, most award-winning airlines flying today. And that partner is Singapore Airlines. But the real story here isn't just the name, it's the commitment. They just extended their partnership for another 4 years. That's not just a simple contract renewal. That's Singapore Airlines basically saying, we trust your technology so much, you're essential to our future. It's a massive vote of confidence. And here we are, our final clue. This one is all about the future. This company is not sitting still. No way. They are all in on an AI-first strategy. And to prove they're serious, they went out and acquired Sojourn, a major leader in AI marketing for travel. They're not just using AI, they're building their entire future around it. So, have you put the clues together? We've got massive scale, the trust of the industry's elite, and a super aggressive AI strategy. Did you figure it out? The company is RateGain Travel Technologies. So now you know the name. But knowing the name is just the beginning. Let's get into the numbers, because that's where you'll really understand why this company, which is practically invisible to most of us, is such an absolute powerhouse. Let's move on and see how all this translates into actual performance. It's time to play the numbers game. And honestly, the figures are pretty staggering. First up, let's just talk about sales growth. Over the last 3 years, RateGain has been growing at a 43% compound annual growth rate. I mean, that's not just a little bit of growth, that is sustained, high-speed expansion, year after year after year. But this is where the story just gets incredible. As impressive as that sales growth is, look at their profit growth. A 212% compound annual growth rate over the exact same period. It's astronomical. So you have to ask, how in the world do they pull that off? Well, here's the main reason. Margin expansion. This chart says it all, really. 3 years ago, their operating margin was just 9%. Today, it's 22%. That means they're not just selling more stuff, they're making way more profit on every single thing they sell. It's a massive leap in efficiency. And there was another little secret weapon helping them out. During this same time, the company's other income, stuff like gains on investments, it grew 5 times over. It was like an extra turbo boost that pushed their profit growth into the stratosphere. But of course, no business story is a straight line up. Every incredible growth story has a potential plot twist, and it's really important that we look at the risks here too. So before we get into the risk itself, let's just quickly define a term you're going to hear. OTA. It just stands for online travel agent. Think of the big guys, Expedia, Booking.com, Agoda, the websites where you book everything. Okay, so here's the twist. A really big part of RateGain's business is heavily, and I mean heavily, dependent on a very small number of these giant OTAs. It's the classic too many eggs in one basket problem, and it's a real risk. And look, this isn't just a hypothetical problem they teach in business school. This quote shows it has already happened. Their revenue growth actually slowed down because just one of their big OTA clients shut down. It's a stark reminder of how vulnerable that part of their business can be. So, after looking at the incredible growth, the brilliant strategy, and the very real risks, we have to ask the big question, what's next for this hidden giant of the travel industry? And really, it all boils down to this final question. Is their deep integration with the world's biggest travel companies a major flaw, a critical weakness that could bring them down? Or is it actually their greatest strength, a winning moat that's so deep and wide it makes them totally irreplaceable? That right there is the billion-dollar question for RateGain's future.